Hello and welcome to Junk Journal Inspirations. My name is Emily. Today I am sharing with you an amazing free digital kit and template that was created by my dear friend Nikki for my Facebook group, Junk Journal Inspirations. So Nikki has kindly offered to create a monthly free digital collection and a template to go along with it. And this is the very first one. In order to get this, you have to be a member of the Facebook group. So the link for that is in the description box below. And all you have to do is go and request to join and make sure you answer the membership questions. And then, yeah, you'll be good to go. So yeah, I believe the freebies will be found in the files section. And every month it'll be different. This month for March is all about St. Patrick's Day. And it is fabulous. And I want to say a huge thank you to Nikki for offering to do this and to give her time this way. I think it's an amazing way for beginners and, veterans alike to kind of find some inspiration and a way to get started. Maybe if you're not sure, like if you're new and you're just not sure what to do or where to start. It's a nice, cute little kit to get you started. And then Nikki has a process video on her channel, which I will link in the description box. I'm going to do one. And then, anybody can do process videos about it. If you don't have a YouTube channel, once you're in the group, you can share pictures of what you've created. So we can all kind of see how everybody interpreted Nikki's gorgeous kit. So I want to show you the pages in the kit first. You get 3 pages. You get a page of elements. So you've got this gorgeous little journaling card up here. 2 little 2-inch circles. The lily of the valley, so pretty. 3 little clovers. 2 adorable little girls. 2 little ticket shapes. This little 4-leaf clover that says, "And good luck go with thee." And then this large tag, which is just fabulous. And then you get a collage sheet, or not a collage. Is it a collage sheet? Yeah, it's a collage sheet with all kinds of beautiful elements. I'll just kind of scan across here. Isn't that gorgeous? Nikki does such an amazing job creating digitals. I love it so much. I think my favorite might be this little boy and girl here. All right, so I wanted to also point out, well, I'll show you the next page and then I will point out what I want to point out. So this is the template. So this month is all about library pockets. So you get a large pocket and a small pocket, and I'll show you how those get put together. But I just want to point out that, like I said, you have to be a member of the group to get the free digi, right? But then once you download it, you cannot distribute it in any way outside of that group, okay? It's for the group members only. So you can't like print it and give it to somebody. You can't copy it and you can't sell it. You can't, gift it, claim it as your own. Just pay attention to that because that's Nikki's like copyright for this, okay? All right, so let me move on here. I want to show you there are 2 different ways that you can use the template. The first way is I printed it out onto like a thick ivory cardstock here. So, and I labeled them. So I can keep these to use with any paper that I want. I can just trace around them, cut it out, and I have library pockets. So these are going to be my templates, and I'm going to save those. And then you can also print. I printed the collage sheet, and then I put it back in my printer, and I printed the template on the back. So I'm ready to just cut out the pieces here that, you know, will create my library pockets. Now, that's all. It's totally cool to do it that way, and I'm actually going to use those pieces for this video. But what's nice about the actual templates is you can pick and choose where you want, you know, what images you want for your pockets. When you print on the back, you kind of just get what you get, right? Which is fine, especially with a beautiful collage sheet like that. It doesn't, you know, like this, it doesn't really matter. So now that I've showed you that, I'm going to cut out my pieces, and I will just, you know, edit this out so you don't have to watch me cut, and then I'll be right back and we'll start putting it together. All right, so I have those all cut out, and I've gone ahead and folded on the lines and inked everything up. I want to real quick show you. I had this like sketchbook. I've had it forever. It looks like I've actually taken some pages out of it, which is fine. But I'm going to use this to keep all of my free digitals for the year for the Facebook group. So I real quick wanted to go ahead and stamp with my little antique stamp set the word March up here in the corner so that I can remember. And I'm just going to use, well, you know what? I was going to use my StazOn ink, but yeah, that's fine. I'm just going to, yeah, that's fine. If it bleeds through, I can put something on this page later. Let me grab something. Oh, not that. Well, I'll just hold it with my hand. Maybe this will work. Oh, too tall. Okay, that's fine. And I'm gonna try and do it like holding them all together, but I'm not sure how well that's gonna work if I have to also hold the paper. So let's do it over in this corner because it's, you know, I don't have to hold the page. So let's see if we can do this all in one. Oh, sorry about that. Just make sure I've got ink everywhere that I want it. Okay, that's probably good. And I'm gonna hold them all together and fingers crossed, fingers really crossed, this will work. Let's see. There we go. Not as much ink on there as, you know, I was hoping for, but I think that looks cute. Okay, that way I can kind of keep track of which month we're in. Okay, let me set this aside for a minute. We'll get back to that. There, we'll set it up there. Okay, so the library pockets themselves, I am going to, you can do this one of two ways, and Nikki shows this in her video. You can glue on the picture side of the flaps and glue it right to the front, or you can wrap it around like this. And I'm going to do that for these particular pockets. And I didn't do the best job of folding, but it's totally fine. It doesn't have to be perfect, right? Right. I keep telling myself that one of these days I will believe it. All right. And then so there is, whoops, the large pocket ready to go. Set that aside. And we'll do the same thing with the itty bitty one. So let's line that up. So I hope you're all having a good day. I'm filming this on Sunday, and it has done nothing but rain and rain and rain all day. We really didn't need this much rain, considering the like 6 to 8 inches of snow we had just melted. So my yard is kind of a muddy swamp. Not the best for when you have dogs. All right, so there are the library pockets, and we can go ahead and put those in the book. So let's put the larger one over here, and we'll put the smaller one on this side. And I mean, you can do so many different things here. You can just glue on 2 sides and create a tuck spot. You can just glue 3 and create a top loading pocket. You can glue, you know, 3 this way and have a side loading pocket, or this way. Or you can just glue the whole thing down and not worry about any of that. I think, what did I decide I was going to do? I think this one I'm just going to glue, I'm going to glue the whole thing. There we go. And this one, let's make this one let's make it a top loading pocket. Only if that's gonna fit, which it's not. Okay, let's make it a tuck spot. So I want to glue here and here. So I put my finger on the side where I don't want to glue, because yes, I have put glue in the wrong spot before. And I will admit it's been more than once. So yeah. All right. Let's do that. All right, and I printed out the elements page onto white cardstock and onto ivory cardstock. We'll get back to this in a moment. So I want to show you the difference. This one is the ivory cardstock, and this one is the white. So that's how it looks in the different colors. The reason I did this, I wanted to show you different ways that you can back your pieces. The simplest way is to, if you have an aversion to white on the backs of your tags, like I do, you can use ivory cardstock. That's super easy. You can also print a printable background onto the backs of your tags, but the easiest way is just to print it onto ivory cardstock. I feel like it just looks older than on just white paper like this one. So that's what I'm going to do here. I have some tea-dyed lined paper, and I am going to glue this just with a glue stick onto the paper, and then I'm going to sew around it. And that's another easy, simple way to back your pieces. Now, if you don't have a sewing machine, that's totally fine. You can just, use a better glue and glue all the way to the edges, and that'll work just as well. So I'm going to line it up with at least one edge, so I have less cutting to do. Here. So we'll just make sure that that's stuck down enough. It doesn't have to be perfect because I'm going to go sew it. And then I'll just cut around to take off, you know, the excess paper. I already inked the image, but I'll go ahead and throw some ink onto the back side. And I was inking with old paper, and then it just dried up on me, and I don't have a re-inker for it. And I don't know if Ranger is discontinuing that color or what the deal is, but I can't seem to find a reasonably priced re-inker for that color. So walnut stain it is. All right, I'm gonna pop over to my sewing machine and just sew around this, and I'll be right back. Okay, so there is my journaling card, and I just stitched around the whole thing. And then you have some lovely lined paper on the back ready for journaling. And then this one is also ready to go with journaling space on the back. And what we can do is decorate the front of this. Let's see, I have all the little like itty bitty elements here. And I also made a little tab with my tab punch for the top of my tag. So we can glue that on. I cut this out of this section here of the collage sheet. So we'll go ahead and glue that on. Try to get it somewhat centered. Usually pretty bad at this, but I think we did okay. So yesterday I got to spend the day with Nick and Lauren and Annabelle. Oh, we had so much fun. I hadn't seen them since before we all got sick with COVID. So it had been a really long time. So we went to lunch, we went to Half Price Books, and it was a lot of fun. So, all right, hopefully I wasn't out of frame that whole time. I apologize. I zoomed in and now I feel like I maybe am too zoomed in for this this particularly large tag. All right, so let's look here. I love this little girl. I think she would look nice on here. And let's see, what else could we add? Maybe a little clover as well. And I have some lace. I'm not sure if this shade of green is going to be the right shade of green, but let's take a piece and see what we think. Just to have to put behind her, maybe like that. I'm not sure. I'm not sure for this particular piece that I'm working on now. Let's try cheesecloth. Yeah, I think that'll be better. I think so. Let me cut this down. Okay. What do we think? Yes? think that's pretty. All right, let's go ahead and go for it. I'm gonna use my Magnatac for this particular part, just so it'll hold on to that cheesecloth a little better. I also went to an estate sale yesterday, all by myself, which was so weird. My husband and I usually do things like that together, but he was working, and it was literally right around the corner from my house, so I couldn't pass it up. I got some stuff. I found some books and some fabric and some doilies and some playing cards. Oh, I don't know, all kinds of stuff. All right, there we go. I like that. And then let's put the clover up here. So yeah, that was nice. It was a good day. The dogs went and had fun at daycare. And yeah, I got to play with one of my grandbabies, at least. And I had bought alphabet magnets, like refrigerator magnets, for her to play with a long time ago. They've been on my fridge for months, and they just hadn't been over, just various reasons, but mostly illness. So she was super excited, and she's 2.5, and she knows all of her letters. She is just a little genius. I'm not biased or anything. But yeah, she's super smart, and she had so much fun finding all the dog toys and squeaking them. Much to her parents' distress. I didn't care. Isn't it funny how grandkids can do things and it's like, oh, how cute, and but when my kids did the same thing, drove me nuts. Yeah, it's funny. All right, so I think that's good for our tag, and I am gonna tuck that. Oh, do I want to put it in the actual No, it's a little tall. I am going to tuck that behind in our little tuck spot there. Oh, sorry. In our little tuck spot. I maybe just zoomed in too far. And then we will get to this in a moment. I have to think here. Whoops. What I want to put there. But I want to show you something else first. That I thought of. So this was printed on just white cardstock, and I had an idea, and I'm hoping that it works. I'm going to cut a slit here for a tag, and I'm going to glue it down to my page, and let me get a ruler. And then, yeah, I'll show you. So I'm using my little Fiskars finger utility craft knife thingy. And I'm going to very carefully, hopefully, cut along that line there. So I just cut right along this line. And I'm going to try and match that up at the top here. I don't want to go all the way over. Okay, so that's pretty close. And then we can just match up the two. Hopefully that will come apart. Where is it stuck? Let's see. There we go. And then we'll do the same thing here. It's difficult to cut like this when I can't put my head over the the paper. All right, there we go. So we have a little slit in the top, and we can ink that up a little bit. Easiest way to do this is actually from behind, so that you don't get ink where you don't want it, especially if the back isn't going to show. All right, there we go. And let me grab my book. I'm going to zoom out a little bit because I feel like I'm too close. Just 1 second. All right, so let's put this on the next page. So my thought is I'm going to glue the whole thing to the page, right? But I'm going to put glue here and here and here, and then all up at the top. But I'm not going to put glue in this center section. Okay, so let's do that. Okay. And I am fully aware that I will need to remove pages from my little sketchbook here, but I just, I thought it would be, I've had this for a while and I wasn't sure what to do with it. Not much of a sketcher. So there we go. And now we have a space where we can tuck another tag. I just thought that was such a clever thing. I love that. I don't know if oh yeah, that'll fit in there too. So perfect. We'll let that dry a little bit, and we can go ahead and decorate the front. I do want to use maybe some of this lace. I don't know, maybe not. Maybe that was a bad idea. Yeah, let's see. All right, let's go ahead and decorate this. So I'm going to save the little girl, I think. Let me cut out, I have more of the circles here on the ivory cardstock. I'll just use my 2-inch circle punch. I'm not sure which one I want to use, but that way I have it. I think the Lily of the Valley. Let's go ahead and ink that up. And then also, I wanted to share, okay, we'll get to that in a second. I'm getting ahead of myself. All right, so my thought was we could kind of decorate down here, and we could even use this as a little tuck spot for our tickets. So let's do that. And I'm gonna put my hand here where I don't want glue. There we go. And then we can tuck these little tickets right in there. So cute. I love it. I love it. Okay, let's save those for a second, and let's add something. No, I have an idea for that, so let's see. I don't know, maybe it's okay just left the way it is. Let's put, I think I'm going to use the little girl on the tag here, and maybe we can put something behind her. Maybe. Yeah. You know what? Yeah, okay. I don't hate that. I'm just not sure that I love it. Let's try something else. What else do I have at my fingertips? Not what I want. Let me look here. I mean, I have a ton of stuff, but not specifically what I am looking for. No, really not liking that lace. All right, I'm gonna grab the collage sheet, and we are gonna tear, not this one. I printed it multiple times. So I think let's use this one. And excuse me, let me try and decide what part I want to use. I am gonna tear sorry about that. Oh, I hope I had a tickle in my throat and I started coughing. Nobody really wants to hear that. So, all right, what I'm doing is I'm just kind of tearing out the part that says shamrock here, and then also the this part here, the clover, because I like that. And let's grab some ink. This is the first time I've used this paper to print on. It's HP paper, because my laser printer is an HP. I don't usually worry about that kind of thing, because I don't seem to have too much trouble with just, you know, generic papers and stuff. But I think it was on sale on Amazon at one point, and it's like a bit thicker than copy paper. I can't remember the exact weight. Probably made that too big. Yes, of course I did. All right. So anyway, yeah, I decided I would give it a try and see what I think. So far, so good. I like the weight of it, and I like the feel of it. It's nice. So yeah, I might have to occasionally treat myself to that paper. Okay, this is I'm not worried about it overlapping the little ring there. I just want to make sure that it's not, yeah, too far off the edge. Okay. Okay, let's glue that down. Oh, I had a misprint on the back. So I printed the template upside down. It's so funny because Nikki did the same thing, and I watched her video. And so I was very, you know, aware of making sure I didn't do that. And I did it twice. So, oh, so just that being said, every printer is different. So you might need to do like a test print to see which way you have to put your paper back in your printer in order for it to print properly on the back side. Yeah. All right. That is pretty. And then I think our girl will look very nice right there on the side. There are so many things that you can do with this little mini digi-kit. I think everybody could probably come up with something very different than everybody else. It's very versatile, and you know, the templates for the library pockets can be used over and over and over again for any digital kit you're using, or scrapbook paper, anything like that. All right, there we go. Do we want this up here? Maybe. Yeah, let's do that. Or no, you know what? Let's... I think I like that better. All right. All right, so there's our little tag that can go in here. I'm gonna let it dry though. I think we need something at the, you know, to like tie into the top maybe, or not. It doesn't have to have anything. Do I have anything nearby? Let's see. Maybe just a piece of lace. Let me find something. I know, I mean, I have a whole drawer full of lace here. This shouldn't be an issue. It's just, you know, deciding which piece. There we go. While that's drying, there, super cute. And I'm okay with this being kind of blank. If you're not, you know, add something. Maybe we could add just this little shamrock here, or maybe it needs something more up at the top, but I'm okay with it right now. I think it's fine the way it is. I'm gonna head over here to this side, and I thought maybe we could make a little tuck spot out of, or even better than that, and I'm kind of stealing this from Nikki. I'm gonna just tear, and I want to get those adorable little kids. At the bottom here, and we'll go ahead and tear this way. So this is more of just a like page decoration, right? I mean, you could make it a tuck spot if you wanted to. I'm just gonna ink it up and glue it onto the page. Just easy ways to decorate a plain page, and you don't have to make it as wide as I did at all. You can make it as thin, whatever you want to do. And then you still have some space for writing on that page as well. So yeah, just a way to decorate. I mean, you could take this collage sheet and just fold it in half and add it to a journal. That would work too. All right, but I think it'll look pretty just along the edge of this page. So let's add our glue here. You could put something behind this if you wanted to, or and the possibilities are honestly endless for ways to decorate a journal. I hope you will join me starting next week, March 8th, for my my new series, which will be junk journals from A to Z. And I'm going to try and cover as many topics and different techniques and supplies as I possibly can, all related to junk journaling and mixed media and paper crafts and things like that. So that's cute. And if we wanted to, we could add, we could add something. I'm just going to leave it the way it is because I don't want to cover up any of that, image. And I think we can go ahead and put, if we're careful, go ahead and put our tag in here. And I like it kind of sticking out. It actually kind of decorates, that top a little bit. And, I love things hanging out of my journals, so that's fine. And then I think I'll put my journaling card in here too, because it does fit. So there's that. And then we flip back over to our library pockets, and I need something for inside this little pocket here. And I'm trying to think. I'm also gonna use this as a little label. So does this fit? No, it does not. It does not. Okay, might need to grab another just little. Does this one fit? Yeah, this one fits, but it's a little tall, which is not a problem. We can just hopefully cut it straight and round the corners. I think it'll look better. There we go. And we can add something to that maybe. like that. And then I think this can go in here. And we could also add another, you know, another tag or something to that as well. But right now I want to use one of the tickets as a little label. So I don't know if I inked this. It doesn't look like it, but it may have been the old paper. So it doesn't really show up that well. Let's go ahead. And I'm just going to put it sort of up here, like that. Okay, and then let's glue this down. And I'm going to do it off, kind of down at the bottom, off center a little bit. And then this piece. Right there. And let me grab, what did I do with my string? That's weird. I seem to have lost my string. Okay. Well, that's so weird because it was sitting right here and now I don't know where it is. Oh, I do know where it is. I took it to my mom's because we were going to do some crafting one day and then we didn't have time. So that's where it is. Okay. Another thing I like to do with the tickets, if you have, you know, tickets and you're not sure what to do with them, it's nice to just glue them like halfway on the side of a page, and then they can be a tuck spot. So let's just go ahead and do it. Let's just do it. So I kind of go not quite halfway, and I just line it right up with the edge of the page, like so. And then, which one of these? One of these was, this one's already ivory on the back, so we can tuck this in there. It can be another little journaling spot. So it can just tuck in there like that. I'm gonna let it dry a little more though before I push it all the way in there. Maybe we can add this little shamrock guy with the little pipe. There we go. And then the only thing else that I wanted to do was just add something to the label here. So I have an old dictionary page and I pulled out the page that says clover on it here. So I'm going to go ahead and tear that out. So that can go on there, and I think I'll add some cheesecloth behind it, and then I think we can call this done. So while I'm inking, I just want to say another huge thank you to Nikki for doing this for the Facebook group. I also wanted to remind you that the link to the Facebook group is in the description box below. Just don't forget to answer the membership questions when you request to join. And yeah, I think that's it. Oh, I was going to also store my templates in here each month. Let's lay that down and add some glue here. Oh, I think that's so cute. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my pockets and I'm going to paper clip them here and then store them. Well, I think we can just store them in this little tuck spot back behind here. Maybe I'll clip them to the top of the page too. There we go. So we could add more here, obviously. We could simply fold this over. Let's do that. Let me grab, hold on, maybe not. Do I have another page? No. Okay. Let's see how close we can get to the edge here. Let me move this out of the way. So what I'm going to do is just fold this over like this. I am going to add glue stick. Just enough to hold it together, and then I'll sew it. But I'm going to cut it down first. So I'm going to cut right along the white edge here. This is a very, very easy way to create a tag to tuck into a pocket. I just want to make sure that it's not too tall. Get this out of the way. Let's check and see here. Nope, I think it'll be fine. We could trim it off a little bit, maybe. Yeah, let's, you know what, I'm going to use, no, I've got stuff all over my cutter. So we'll just wing it and hope for the best. All right, is that better? Yeah, that's better. Okay, I am gonna round my corners. All right, I'm gonna ink it up and then I'm gonna go sew around it and I'll be right back. All right, I went ahead and used some of the lace as a topper here and just sewed around the whole thing. And now we have, I kind of covered her face with the lace. I guess I could try and trim that now that it's actually sewn on there. There we go, that's better. There we go, now you can see her face. And we'll tuck that in there. And I think we're done, guys. I know that was kind of a long video, but I think we did some really cool things with the March freebie kit in the Junk Journal Inspirations Facebook group. This was designed again by Nikki Adigan at Musings by Nikki. And I will link all the information below. And I hope you'll go and join. I would love to have you. So, all right, guys, have a fabulous day. Stay safe, stay healthy, try to find some time to be creative today. I hope that this video inspired you in some way, and I will see you in the next video. Take care, guys. Bye.